What's going on, everybody? This is your host, Jay, and thank you guys so much for tuning in and watching another special live event right here in our studios from Inside Out. I really do appreciate every single one of you that are tuning in here for this very special event. I hope you all can hear me, see me, and all of that, and there's no connections or sound quality issues. Nonetheless, this is a very special live event, as you guys can see in the title description of this live. We are celebrating the 1,000 subscriber count. And what a milestone that is. I got one person in here watching right now. Please tell me who you are. Say hi, what's up? And if you can hear me okay, please, I appreciate it. We got a special little thing that I decided to do for this live tonight because of this 1,000 subscriber event. And I feel it's fitting because I have 3 questions that I'm going to ask every single one of you that tune in tonight for this live, for this special event. And whoever gets the 3 questions correct will win this $100, as you guys can see here. Oops, my bad. $100 gift card. All I need you to do is follow some rules to qualify to win it. And the first rule that you have to do to qualify for this challenge or this question game is you have to go over to my channel and you have to subscribe to this channel. And you also have to make sure you turn on all the notification bell. The second thing you have to do is hit and smash the like button on my channel, not the live. And you also have to put a comment down below in the channel and say the words done. All right. And then also hit the share button. All 3 of those steps, or 4 of those steps, I believe it is, qualifies you to win this gift card. The second rule is that you have to answer all 3 questions correctly to win this money. And on the hot phone right now to be a part of this major celebration of our 1,000 subscriber count, on the hot phone, the owner and founder of From Inside Out, my great colleague, best friend, sister, JAYLEE. Welcome to the show, JAYLEE, and this celebration.
Yeah, thank you, Jay. It's been such a wonderful experience and journey with you. It's just an amazing time to be here and celebrate with you and all our fans. So thank you for having me.
Oh, I would have an issue if I couldn't get you in here. Because this is you too. You know, this celebration was, all credit and whatnot goes to you for making this happen. Because without you, there'd be no 1,000 subscriber show right now. You feel me?
Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you so much, Jay. Yeah, we work hard here behind the scenes, as you know, and we partner with you, and we do a lot of positive things for people. And we couldn't be where we are today without our fans. So thank you to everybody who's tuned in and support this show so far.
Absolutely. And what a milestone. Look at the channel now from 5 years ago, sis. I mean, it's absolutely amazing what we have accomplished over the 5-year mark. I mean, we went from basically dang near nothing to what we are today. And man, what a milestone that is. Your take on that, JAYLEE?
Yeah, it's definitely a good time to be alive and to celebrate with those we love and those who love us. And definitely a memorable experience, a day we will never forget.
Absolutely. So I got, says here, well, I did have 2. Now there's only 1 watching right now. Evidently, it must be just bad timing from everybody. Maybe nobody's off work yet or whatnot. But nonetheless, they can still watch the replay if you guys can't join here tonight. It is what it is. But man, what an amazing event. And I understand, JAYLEE, for the celebration for this 1,000 subscriber celebration. I understand that you have another segment on the new thing that you invented, I should say, called Imagine That. You want to touch base on that a little bit? And basically, this will be our second prelude to this new thing called Imagine That. So you have anything to say about that, JAYLEE?
Yeah, that's coming up here real soon in the show. We're going to talk about remembering a good friend of mine that recently passed away and some positive information, things going on here in order to remember that person. I think it's definitely fitting for a time like this.
Right. And real quick, just a side note before we carry on with your segment and the live question event. All of our thoughts and prayers from all of us here in our studios from Inside Out, send our thoughts and prayers and condolences to the lost victim in this situation. I'm really sorry to hear that news, JAYLEE.
Yeah. Well, we'll get to that in a minute, but yeah, it was definitely a sudden situation that we all kind of coping and dealing with. But it's important to remember this particular person because, to my understanding, nobody else has really ever said too much about it. So we're going to honor that person today.
No, absolutely. And that's the least we can do. I mean, you got people passing away in your prison. And of course, there's people passing away in other prisons. It's just a mess out here, clear across the country nonetheless. And like I said before, we have a lot of deaths happening out here in the deep South. It's been extremely hot. We've had at least, I don't know how many different kind of weather events, two of them which are the heat issue. And people are actually seriously literally cooking inside our prisons. Your take on that, JAYLEE, real quick.
Yeah, it's unfortunate that is still going on. It seems like nobody in those particular states are doing too much to try and resolve that problem. It's almost as if they just are showing by their actions they don't care, which in and of itself is very, very unfortunate in today's day and age. You would think they would catch on and realize that excessive heat causes the loss of life. However, your administrators in those prisons, they don't seem to be showing that they care too much.
Yeah, no, well, that's an understatement. And don't get me started on that. You know how I feel about that. But all in all, before we get into your segment, there's nobody in here watching now. That's odd to me. I hope I am not having a connection issue and whatnot. That's weird. Nobody's in here. For being that we have 1,000 subscribers, I at least have at least 5 or 6 people watching. Interesting. Well, it is what it is. We can still play along and celebrate just me and you, then, I guess. Unfortunately, but real quick.
Sounds good to me.
Real quick, sis, before we go on to the next situation with this celebration. All in all, just deep down inside, all in all, how are you doing and how are you hanging?
Yeah, well, day to day seems to be a challenge, but we seem to be making it through one day at a time. I found that, you got to take it a day at a time in order to make it in an environment like this. And so every single day, I'm surrounded by some good friends, and I have the resources I need now compared to where I was before. So far, everything's pretty good.
Well, that's good. I asked that because, obviously prison does a lot of mental situations to people's minds and whatnot. And I asked that just because I wanted to make sure from a caring individual such as myself, how you're doing. I always got to ask. So nonetheless, I'm glad to hear that you're, doing okay considering the situation and where you're at.
I appreciate that, Jay. Thank you so much. And I know that there are plenty of fans out there that reached out to me and showed their support and sent words of encouragement. So I just wanted to take time and thank all of them who have done that. And for those that have not yet done that, I would encourage you to send a shout out, say hi, and let us know that you're there.
Yeah, and ladies and gentlemen, in the chat, if you're able to, it doesn't have to be like right now or right this second, but in the chat, I think it would be nice and appropriate on so many positive notes that if you guys want to reach out to my colleague, the owner and founder from Inside Out, please do so. She likes getting letters. It just keeps her mind sane, getting, fan letters, if you will, from all of you. I think it would be awesome if we can just push out some letters and say hi and whatnot. So if you guys want her address and information where she's at, email me right now and I'll send it to you that way on an email at voicesfrominsideout@gmail.com. Again, our email to contact us on whatever it is, including this information about JAYLEE. send it to me right now, or send me your email and information at my email at voicesfrominsideout@gmail.com. Wouldn't it be kind of nice to get some letters and stuff from your fans, JAYLEE?
Oh yeah, that would be amazing for sure, and that would be definitely a good day, a day to remember for quite a long time.
Right, absolutely. Well, I think we're going to go ahead and start this 1,000 subscriber celebration by getting involved with your your second addition to the Imagine That. Do you want to kick that off?
Yeah, definitely. We can definitely give it a shot. And of course, if I need to call back, I'll just call back and we'll finish the second part of it.
All right, perfect. So I got one person watching. I don't know who that is, but please, again, thank you guys so much for at least tuning in. Share this with you. Share this with your groups and whatnot, and help me get out there a little bit more and help educate the masses when it comes to our prisons. So, ladies and gentlemen, the second edition to Imagine That, hosted by our colleague, JAYLEE. Let's go.
Hey everybody, this is your host JAYLEE, and we are live doing the second edition of the segment Imagine That. His name, Floyd Luzon. He served his country with honor and distinction. A reliable, trustworthy friend he was to many, including myself. Unfortunately, Mr. Luzon is no longer with us. He passed away recently due to complications with a diagnosis of cancer. After being imprisoned for many years, he can now rest and be at peace. Those who knew Floyd well miss his charm, kindness, and selfless actions towards others. Unfortunately, another good soul lost to all of us here. Which brings me to the why. Why is this segment dedicated to another veteran who passed away too soon while still incarcerated? Well, the simple answer isn't as simple as it seems to be. There exists in Washington State a long history of veteran neglect and mistreatment within the D.O.C. For example, just Google topics like, in quotes, a veteran prisoner abused, end quote. There are many stories that you'll locate online on this topic. However, this particular story hits close to home with me because there have been veterans in my own family. So case in point, Mr. Luzon was diagnosed with cancer by an outside doctor. However, the DOC failed to take the necessary steps in order to keep Luzon comfortable and cared for while he waited for appropriate medical treatment. As the story goes, Luzon had been requesting specific items in order to best care for himself because DOC employees at the state penitentiary claim that they are too understaffed, and even the medical department is drowning in all the requests for care by prisoners. However, this is no excuse. DOC employees are mandated by the Constitution to provide adequate medical care for prisoners, especially veterans like Luzon, yet that did not take place, unfortunately. The most shocking aspect of this story is that I watched my good friend slowly become frail and skinny over the cancer was really taking its toll on him. Yet I did my best to provide some form of comfort to him when I saw him. I would always try to get him to laugh because, as you know, laughter is the best medicine, especially at times like these. My efforts didn't help much, though. Floyd just wanted to take his medications, lay down in his bed, and relax. And I suspected he also knew what time it was. It troubles me that in times like these, the state governor's office isn't notified of these terminal illnesses in order to have veterans released to their families before they die. Yet in Washington State, our leaders seem to have no mercy on a veteran who definitely deserved it. Luzon should have had his sentence commuted so that he could spend his last moments with his immediate family. Sadly, the leaders in this state don't seem to have much respect for veterans. Because Luzon's death was so sudden, and because there doesn't seem to be much attention paid to his death, I thought it would be appropriate to honor my friend today and put his name online so that he will never be forgotten. Too often in this country, we seem to forget who gave us the liberties we do have. Those are your veterans, ladies and gentlemen. So let's not forget their sacrifices. If I could go back in time, I would spend more time with my friend. Yet all I have today are memories of the good times we had together on behalf of numerous prisoners who came to the law library to seek guidance or advice on legal subjects or concerns. Luzon and I both worked in the law library for at least a couple of years, and those memories will remain with me forever. In the end, I had one last walk outside with Floyd as he was leaving my living unit on the way to the hospital for a regular visit with his doctor. And as he was walking down the breezeway, I walked up to him, gave him a hug, and told him, "We're praying for you, my friend." However, I guess the Creator had other plans for my friend. I also believe that Floyd was tired, and he was just tired of fighting to try and stay alive. And if you knew his past, you would understand why. On a lighter note, I'm working with local state officials to have a memorial nameplate made with Luzon's name. This nameplate will be joined with other nameplates of those other veterans we've lost while doing time in this facility. We have also created a veterans garden in order to display the nameplates so that prisoners here will never forget who we lost, and this will spark much needed conversation about our veterans. The end goal is to make it known that they exist, that we should never forget them, because to forget them is to dishonor them. My suggestion to all of you listening to me today is that you do an act of kindness for a veteran. They don't get many acts of kindness coming their way. So who knows, by putting a smile on a veteran's face, you may be the person who stops that veteran from taking his or her own life. You could be a veteran's hero today. That will be something to be proud of. So, will you please stand with me and say a prayer for Floyd's surviving family? Also, it wouldn't hurt if you raised a glass for Floyd today and said with me, "Here's to you, Floyd. May you be at peace." As I think on the loss of my friend, I'm reminded just how precious life is. And we only have one to live. So let's be kind to one another. Let's lift up one another in times of pain and heartache especially. Let's remember our veterans today. After all, when your day comes and you pass away, what do you want people to remember about you? What legacy or story about you will be left behind after you're gone? In the end, we all want the same thing: happiness, comfort, a long life with those we love and those who love us. So let's help each other along this journey together so that one day, when it's time to do so, we can say about each other that that person was truly amazing. That's what Floyd was to me. You know, if he was here right now, I'd like to think Floyd would say, "Imagine that." Back to you, Jay.
Welcome back, everybody, to the show from Inside Out. I'm your host, Jay. Thank you so much, JAYLEE, for a very insightful and I guess you can say heartbreaking Imaginat segment. Thank you for doing that in honor of your friend. And you didn't get to see it, but I held up my water bottle. God, I can't even talk. In salute of that segment. Thank you again, JAYLEE, for that. I appreciate it.
Yes, I'll call right back.
Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, you heard the founder and owner from Inside Out do her segment called Imagine That, and it's just going to get better from here. So we are, if you guys have just tuned in, we are doing a 1,000 subscriber celebration. Thanks to all of you that put me right here where I'm at. So you guys are a part of this situation. So I do appreciate it, guys. Thank you very much. While we're waiting for her to call in, I got a series of questions, and thank you, Nassar, for tuning in. I appreciate it. If you can share this, please, and let everybody know that I'm live. Share the link to your Twitter page so people can find me. because looks like there's only one person in here for some reason right now. I'm not understanding where everybody's at. Maybe it's just bad timing nonetheless. But anyways, I got 3 questions that I'm going to ask for this next portion of our celebration. And if everybody or anybody gets all 3 questions right, you will get this $100 gift card. Okay. $100 gift card will be yours if you get all the questions correct. And that will be an awesome thing for somebody. It'll, be beneficial for you somehow, some way. Maybe you can, put gas in your car or something like that, because I know everybody's doing a financial crisis out there right now. And I think this little extra something will be beneficial nonetheless. So I'm going to wait till my colleague JAYLEE gets back in here, and we will conduct a 3-question game, I guess you can call it, to see if anybody can get it right to play the $100 gift card. So we'll see what happens with that. But man, what a milestone this channel has received since the creation of this channel 5 years ago. Believe it or not, 5 years ago. I don't know. I must have missed the call. Interesting. 5 years ago, I started this channel. And I never thought I would see where I'm at right now. This is just an absolute amazing situation nonetheless. And I couldn't thank all of you enough for putting me at this point and sharing my content. What an amazing event. But it's just, it's just uphill from here now. And the sky's the limit for this channel. And it's going to do nothing but grow. And I'm going to do some amazing things. I got some big plans for this channel. And Nazar, you're a part of it. I think this coming week, I'm going to get you in and do an interview. So be prepared for that. So if you're still in here, Nazar, can you still hear and see me, Nazar? I hope I said your name correctly. And again, I apologize if I beat it up. It's not my intentions. I'm going to wait for a few more people to get in here. I do not know why nobody's in here except for you, Nazar. I hope you can hear and see me okay. I don't know what's going on with my live here. Okay, so what is going on with the... Well, anyways, I'm going to go ahead and kick this questionnaire off. There's 3 questions. Now, to qualify for the winning, to qualify for the gift card, as you guys see here, okay, $100 gift card, there's some steps that you guys all have to do to make yourself qualified. Okay, number 1, you have to go over to my channel and make sure that you are subscribed. Okay. That's the key thing. And the all button is turned on. Okay. That's number 1. Number 2, you have to go down and hit and smash the like button for this video. Number 3, you have to hit the share button. You have to share this live with others. Okay. And number 4, you have to put a comment down below the words done. Okay. Redeeming, what's going on, man? What's up, man? Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. Hey, Redeeming, real quick. Can you see me okay? Is my sound okay? And is the feed okay? Let me know. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Let me know what's not working. Let me know what is working so I can try to fix it. Okay. Thank you. I appreciate it. So must be, I got good connection. Redeeming, real quick, can you share this live with your groups and friends so other people can tune in? I greatly appreciate it. Waiting for my colleague to call back, and I don't know why she hasn't called back. I guess I'm going to have to continue without her. Thank you, Redeeming. I appreciate you. So, Redeeming, I'm hoping that you probably can get all three questions right to the questionnaire I got for tonight. Hopefully you can. That way you'll get this little bad boy right here. $100 gift card from all of us here from Inside Out if you win. So hopefully you can stay for the duration of the live and be a part of it. I got 2 people in here watching now. I don't know what's going on, why people can't get out of my live. That's interesting. On 1K. Yeah. I'll try. Okay, yeah. You're on the right live. I just need to get it shared and get out there more, obviously. So I'm trying to share. There we go. Bear with me, guys. I'm trying to share this with everybody. I sent it to our group. Okay, thank you, Redeemer. I appreciate it. Thank you. I'm waiting for my colleague to call back in. Not understanding why all right. So evidently my sister is having problems trying. Oh, there she is.
There's a free call from
JAYLEE.
an incarcerated individual at Washington State Penitentiary.
I got 3 people watching now.
Not private. It will be recorded and may be monitored. If you believe this should be a private call, please hang up and follow facility instructions to register this number as a private.
So stand by,
number.
Redeeming.
To accept this free call, press 1. To refuse this free call, press 2. If you would like to permanently
What
block
is
your
going
number from
on?
receiving calls from this facility, press 6.
Okay, I'm having issues with my phone. Can't go through, so she's going to have to call the other one. Unbelievable. Sometimes I don't really enjoy doing lives. It is what it is. All right. I'm going to go ahead and start the program. I'm going to get the 3 questions out of the way. If you all know the answer to these questions, put it in the live chat. We got 3 people in here watching now. So I'm going to go ahead and start this segment and get it done with, because I only wanted to be live for about an hour or so. And we've been live for what? Half hour? So I got a half hour yet to get this game done. So, all right. So rule number 1, make sure you're subbed. Make sure you hit and smash a like. Make sure you hit the sharing. Make sure you put the comment down done to get qualified for this. Now, also qualifying is you got to get all 3 questions correct when it comes to this 3-question challenge. And it has to be absolute correct. It cannot be kind of. Okay, hold on a second.
JAYLEE.
An incarcerated individual at Washington State Penitentiary. This call is not private. It will be recorded and may be monitored. If you believe this should be a private call, please hang up and follow facility instructions to register this number as a private number. To accept this free call, thank you for using Securus. You may start the conversation now.
Wow, sis, what's going on? Technical difficulties on your end, or is it my end?
Yeah, who knows with this Securus phone system? It doesn't seem to cooperate very well.
Yeah, there's a lot of love and respect there. But anyway, since your absence, we got 3 people in here watching now. Our friend in Georgia, Nazar, is in here, and Redeeming Patriot is in here. I guess I'm going to go ahead and start the questions. And again, guys, the rules are simple. You have to be subbed. You have to hit and smash the like button. And you also have to share and put a comment down below, done, to qualify for this challenge. Also, you have to answer all 3 questions correctly to qualify to win this $100 gift card. Let's go ahead and get into it. You ready for this, JAYLEE?
Yeah, I've definitely been waiting for this for sure. I can't wait to see the results. So let's get to it.
All right. First question of the game for this 1,000 subscriber celebration. And I'm doing this because I feel it's fitting for all of you helping me out. Now I want to help you out in return. So the first question is, what was the worst heinous crime ever committed globally? Again, the question is, what is the worst heinous crime ever committed on Earth? If you know the answer to the question, put it in the live chat right now. And JAYLEE, just out of curiosity, being that you're part of From Inside Out, you can't be a contestant, but I'm just curious. I want to pick your brain. What do you think the answer is? And while we're waiting for other people to answer, just out of curiosity, and see how smart you are. No offense. What do you know the answer to that question? Just put it out there if you know.
Well, I mean, the first one that really comes to mind is the recent COVID-19 pandemic we just had, and the loss of over 1 million people.
Well, that's an interesting answer. I honestly did not expect that answer. But you would think that would be the number one answer. But unfortunately, JAYLEE, with all due respect, you are incorrect. But you are incorrect. Redeeming gets in here, says, if we talking biblically murder since it started with Cain and Abel? No, not biblically. I can't give any more hint. I can't really give a hint. It has not been topped. It's still number 1 for the biggest heinous crime. I'm trying to figure out a way to word it without giving it away. It's not biblical. Okay, so Redeeming, thanks for your answer on that. But I appreciate it. You're getting close nonetheless, but it's not biblical. All right. So we'll wait and see. Nazar, I don't know if you're in here or not. Do you know the answer to that question? Excuse me. Do you know what is the worst heinous crime ever committed on Earth? And it's still in the history books. You learn it in history when you're in school. Nothing's topped it. So if you don't know the answer, I will give you guys another, a minute, 2 minutes to see if you know what the answer is. And then if you don't know, I'll go ahead and put it in there. Redeeming Patriot comes back in and says slavery. Wow, great answer, but unfortunately, Rachel gets in here and says Holocaust. I'm going to go ahead and say, yeah, that's it. That's correct. You are correct, Rachel.
Yay!
It basically, let me find the word. It's called the other word I was looking for, but you're spot on nonetheless. The other word I was looking for, I will say the word right now. Just bear with me. I got to find it. There it is. It's called genocide. That's the word I'm looking for. So, Rachel, you are on the board, getting the first question correctly. Thank you so much, Rachel, for that. And Patriot, you were close, but it was genocide is the worst crime ever committed, and nothing's topped it. Imagine that. All right, second question to the game. Second question to the game, and it's an easy one. How old is Jay? Me. How old am I? Put your answer in the chat. And I don't even think, JAYLEE, do you know the answer? No, I'm kidding. Don't answer it. I think you do know.
Yeah, I was gonna say that I think, Jay, that you're probably about 85 years old because of all the work you've done. You probably feel like you're 85.
Wow. All right. I'm going to have to, I don't know. That's wow. I don't even know how to answer that one. You slow down there, champ. Slow down there. Okay. Rachel got in here and said 43. Close. I wish. I wish, but you are incorrect, Rachel. And Redeeming gets in here, says 45. Wow. Do I look like that? Do I look that young? Wow. What a compliment. But you are incorrect. Anybody else? Wow. And I just had a birthday, so that should kind of help you out. My birthday was July 4th. For some of you that don't know, I just had a birthday. Anybody else got any answers in here? And there's 2 people watching right now. So Rachel said 55. Now you're pushing it.
She's getting closer.
Well, yeah, but man. No, actually, Rachel, you're incorrect, but close. Anybody else know? Anybody want to try to take a stab at it? Rachel, you were close. And Redeeming, you were closer. 57? Oh, okay. Now I'm getting, my feelings are getting hurt. My feelings are getting hurt, Rachel. Much love and respect to you nonetheless. All right. If you guys don't know, I will tell you, I'm 49. July 4th was my birthday. I'm 49, but you guys were close. So, hey, thanks for trying nonetheless. Rachel said 44. 49. Okay. I'll put the answer in there just so you guys can know I'm 49. Just had a birthday.
But you look like you're 29.
Fair enough. I'll roll with that. Coming from you, I'll take that as a compliment. All right. Moving on real quick. Rachel, yes, you were very close. Thank you for chiming in, hon. I appreciate you. All right. Last question. Now, again, if anybody can get this right, will be the winner because obviously the number 1 question got wrong. Unless JAYLEE, I got a better deal. I got a better idea. JAYLEE, being that everybody got the first question, or actually, no, they didn't. Rachel got the first question correct. I'm talking about the second question. Being that no one got the second question, my age correct, I'm going to have you come up with a second question, if you can, please, for the rest of the show. Does that make any sense to you?
Yeah. Well, let's stay along the same vein where you asked the question about your age. Let's see if they can figure out what my age is.
Oh, fair enough. All right, there you guys have it. How old is my colleague, the founder and owner from Inside Out? How old is JAYLEE? We got 4 people watching now. So if you guys know how old, Redeeming said 37. Pretty close.
That's a compliment. I'll take that.
Oh, this is turning out to be interesting. Anybody else? Rachel, how old is my colleague JAYLEE, the founder and owner from Inside Out? How old is she? Redeeming said again, 49.
That was even closer.
That was way closer. Rachel said 41. Rachel said 41.
Oh, well, she's getting closer too.
Getting closer. Anybody else? The 4 people that were watching, I don't even see anybody else in here. Nazar I don't know if he's still in here or not, but nonetheless, I'll give you guys a second. I'll give you guys a second attempt or a second try because there's not many people in here to make this a fair game. So again, put your answers again. Your guys are in the ballpark. 43, Rachel said. Rachel said 43, JAYLEE.
Again, she's getting closer. It's I can't say how close, but she's getting closer.
Getting way closer. Redeeming was almost spot on. He said 49. That's my age, by the way. Well, how old is JAYLEE? Anybody else? No go? Redeeming said 48.
Yay, Redeeming Patriot got it right.
Redeeming Patriot, you got it right. 48 years old. So now we got a tie. Rachel got one question right, and Redeeming Patriot got one question right. Thank you, Redeeming. 48 years old. So me and her are just a year apart. Believe it or not. Both July babies. All right. The third, and again, okay, now what was it? The third question now? Yeah, third question. Okay, third question. To see who gets this right will win this gift card. What is the most popular crime still being committed today? What is the most popular crime being committed today? Rachel, Redeeming, do you guys know the answer to that? And JAYLEE, just for shits and giggles, do you know the answer to that question?
Well, I mean, the first one that comes to mind is we've had a lot of deaths on the street recently, especially over the past couple of years. People, unfortunately, using the guns for the wrong purpose and shooting their neighbors. And so there's been a lot of gun crimes. Yeah,
you would think that would be number one. But unfortunately, with all due respect, you are incorrect. Unfortunately, I would think that would be number one, but it's not. Redeeming said heat wave. Well, that's a weather event, but that's not a crime. I need the answer to what is the most popular crime being committed today, and it's number one on the most popular crime that's being committed. I hope that makes sense. I hope I said that right. I sounded stupid there for a second.
That's all right.
But so again, the question, third question, last question. Whoever gets it right gets this. Who wants $100? And whoever gets it right, I need your address and all that to mail it to. So email me at voicesfrominsideout@gmail.com to get this mailed to you. All right. Rachel, do you know the answer? And I'm pretty sure you guys are looking it up on Google, which I don't care. I can't stop you. I don't know if you are or not, but makes it fun anyways, nonetheless. What is the most popular crime being committed today? Rachel, do you know? Redeeming. There's 5 people in here watching now.
Yay.
So good to see you guys. Thank you guys for tuning in and being a part of this great celebration of 1,000 subscriber. What a milestone. I'm hoping the next milestone that we reach here is you'll see over my shoulder a play button from YouTube itself for being a popular YouTuber. They come in bronze, silver, and gold. And hopefully I'll get the gold one, but it goes by different steps. And hopefully I get a play button on my wall. Rachel said burglary. I can't even say that right. You're close. You're very, very, very close. And you would think if I tell you the answer, you would think it would be tied into it, but you are very, very close. Redeeming. Do you know the answer to that? Pick your brain. Rachel, you're spot on in a sense, but I need the correct answer for that. What is the most popular crime that's being taken place? And Redeeming gets in here and says armed robbery. Wow, you guys are getting closer. What do you think about the answers, JAYLEE?
Well, I mean, you were mentioning that burglary is very, very close, and that was Rachel's answer. And I mean, obviously, there's different variations of that. So, one would have to look up the different titles to burglary to see if they get the right one.
Right. And Redeeming Patriot said home invasion. I'm going to go ahead and let him have that. That is absolutely correct. It wasn't the term I was looking for, but Redeeming squashed it. Home invasion, or better known as property crimes. That is the one that is the number one crime that is still being committed out here in the States, in this country, every single day. It keeps going up and up and up. Property crimes was the answer I was looking for. Redeeming, you got it right. So you got both answers correctly. Rachel said, well done. So Redeeming, looks like you, now again, I'm going to double check. I know you're subbed to my channel, but I'm going to check to see if you did the other steps. But I'm going to mail this anyways to you because you got it spot on. You got the $100 gift card. JAYLEE, what do you think about Redeeming's answers, and what do you think about that in the winter?
Well, it was a great effort on Redeeming's part. Definitely some persistence there. It pays off, obviously, and thank you for all that Redeeming has done. And, of course, it was a great work that Rachel did. She was a runner-up. So kudos to both of you, and thank you for tuning in. We do appreciate it.
Yeah, and Rachel, thank you so much for playing along on that. I appreciate that. You did some great answers. Redeeming just got in here. Man, I love and respect you, Redeeming. That's awesome. Redeeming just said, I forward this to Rachel. So Rachel,
wow.
Man, I got some kick-ass people in here, man. That is awesome. Redeeming, much love and respect for you for that. Rachel, you are the winner now, I guess. You want this $100 gift card. Rachel, can you please let me know if you want it? If you do, send me your information at my email at voicesfrominsideout@gmail.com, and I'll mail this to you if it could be helpful. Redeeming, I got a lot of respect for you on that, my friend, my brother. I will try to chat with you in a more private thing and let you know that was an awesome thing for you to do, man. We need more people like you.
Absolutely.
Oh, Rachel said, no, it's okay. I'm in the UK. You can have it. God, you guys. This is my second event, and everybody wants me to keep it and do what. So, okay, Rachel, then, okay, I'll tell you what. If you don't want it, which I respect, what do you want me to do with the winnings? I mean, I could keep it, or do you want me to do something special with it? Put your answer in the chat. What do you want me to do with it, Rachel? I mean, it's up to you. You make the call on what you want me to do with it. You told me to keep it, but I could, but I really don't want to. JAYLEE, let me ask you, JAYLEE, being that you're the owner of the show, what do you think I should do with this $100 gift card?
Well, it sounds like you could do a lot of good with it if Rachel had a place for it to be donated to.
Rachel says, give it to someone who needs it. Fair enough. I'm going to have to figure that out. I do have homeless people here in my state. But JAYLEE, I'm going to get you involved. I just came up with a solution. Do you have any solutions what I should do with it?
Yeah. Well, definitely the homeless are struggling, but there's definitely like your local food banks too can definitely use it because they usually run low on funds all the time. Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what I'm going to do, being that this is live and you can't make this up and it's not edited. I'm going to go ahead and take this and I'm going to do a live event out in the field because I can go live on my phone now because obviously I've reached the 1,000 subscriber mark and that is unlocked on my phone. I forgot to mention that to you guys. The live button on my phone, I can go live on my channel and do a live event with this, me handing this to a homeless individual, but we all know what they're going to do with it nonetheless. Well, hopefully I can help them out with it nonetheless and make it a live event and see how that turns out. What do you think about that, JAYLEE?
I think that would be powerful. Definitely be a very positive statement. It might encourage other people to do the same. Okay,
awesome. So that will look out for that. I will give this gift card to somebody that is in desperate needs. JAYLEE, thank you so much for tuning into this live. I appreciate it. I'm going to go ahead and update everybody else, and then I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. But thank you so much for celebrating this 1,000 subscriber mark right here on our channel from Inside Out. Thank you, JAYLEE, for tuning in.
Thank you for having me, Jay. Appreciate it. I'll be in touch. And say great afternoon to all our fans, and thank you for tuning in. We greatly appreciate your help.
Thank you, JAYLEE. I'll talk to you later.
All right, bye-bye.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, before I get out of here, coming up Monday, I take Saturday and Sundays off, just so you know. Coming up Monday, I'm going to be doing a segment on my podcast that I think every one of you need to tune in and watch. It really upset me to watch what was taking place in open daylight. Okay, I'm going to put that up. I'm going to show you guys the whole thing, unedited, uncut, the full version of it, and let you all know how I feel about what took place with that. And I think it's going to be very telling in itself. So, Redeemin, Rachel, and Nazar, and everybody else that tuned in and watched this live show, I appreciate you guys tuning in and being a part of this live and this celebration of 1,000 subscriber mark. With that said, I'm your host, Jay. I will see you all in the next live video or pre-recorded video right here in our podcast from Inside Out. Thank you guys so much for joining. I appreciate it. Have a great night, everybody.